Hi everyone, this is Deacon Paul, and this is the Gospel Reflection for Friday, April 3rd. And today we jump forward in John's Gospel from chapter 8 now to chapter 10. And our verses today are John chapter 10, verses 31 to 42. And again, we have a story of the growing tension and the growing conflict between Jesus and the Jewish authorities, obviously building to next week and the ultimate showdown between them. Not part of this reading, but in verse 30, Jesus has just said that the Father and I are one. And that's what prompts the Jewish authorities in verse 31 to want to stone Jesus. Later on in verse 38, Jesus then goes on to say, "The Father is in me, and I am in the Father." And again, this angers them because essentially Jesus is claiming identity with God. Jesus is claiming to be God's Son. And in their minds, that's blasphemy, and the punishment for blasphemy is death. And Jesus says, look at my works. See what I've done. And judge me by my works. And I think that's an important thing for us to think about, our words and our works. And I think a question or a topic for us to reflect upon today in light of this gospel reading is there consistency? Is there alignment? Is there integrity between my words and my works? You know, so often we think of people who have left the church, and I think of some of the friends that I grew up with. I grew up in Carleton Place, on the edge of this diocese, and there was a group of us when we were in elementary school who were very active altar servers. And I think, as far as I know, I'm the only one left who's still participating in the life of the church in any way whatsoever. And when I talk to my friends and about this topic of why they're no longer part of the church and participating in the church, the most common word that they use, and the most common charge they state against the church is hypocrisy. They say, look at the church, not only the church as an institution, but the individuals in the church, so both individually and collectively, and look at the misalignment between what people claim and what people say they believe, and how people act, again, whether individually, collectively, or institutionally. They'll say, look at the judgmentalism, look at the finger pointing, look at the pettiness, look at the cruelty, look at the politics within the church, and on from there. So we all have responsibility to ensure that our words and our works have integrity and alignment. So I invite you today to take a few moments to reflect upon where is there misalignment, where is there incongruity, where is there a lack of integrity between what you say and what you do? And let us bring that to prayer, that may be brought out into the light, because it is an important thing for us to address. And in the light of today's gospel, let us look for opportunities to be more aligned both internally and in the world.